Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the only indicator I use in my trading, and I'm going to be giving you guys the sauce behind it, right? Because you can't just turn on this indicator and know how to use it automatically. I'm going to be telling you how to use it, what my settings are, and how to apply it with my three-step distribution model. Okay. Um, Before we start the video, I want to say, if you want to join the free Discord community, please feel free to join that with the link in bio. I'm relatively active there, and you can claim all of the PDFs and all the stuff to understand my three-step distribution model, which I have a 80% win rate with this month. So if you want to know more about that, check the link in the bio. Okay, now, what is the indicator I'm talking about? It is the ICT kill zones and pivots TFO. Okay, so what does this show you? It shows you your session highs and lows, and it shows you your midnight open. Okay, two very important and underutilized pieces of trading, in my opinion, or an indicator you can use to capitalize on those areas of liquidity and how you can use them to identify your manipulations and your take profit. Going to get into that a little bit later. So, how do you actually set up this indicator? Well, first of all, I always just use the standard time that comes with the indicator, so you shouldn't have to change it. But if you do, you can screenshot it and you can change the times to what's on the screen here. So I'll give you a second to screenshot that. And oh, excuse me. The other thing that you're gonna have to change is you're gonna have to change your session drawing limit to like 1,000 or a couple hundred. I don't really know because when it's standard, it's usually like 5, and it doesn't. You can't see your sessions from a long time ago. And time frame limit just higher than like a day or something like that. Okay, American time zone, and then you also want to make sure that your true day open is on, and that's your setting for the true day open. Okay, so once you have all of those settings turned on, your chart should look like this. You should be able to identify the highs and lows of your previous session liquidity. Okay, now why is this important? Well, number one, it's an area that I consider to be a key level, right? If you see what I have charted out from my execution from this Wednesday that I ended up taking, we swept out a previous London session high. Now, why is that significant? Well, A, it's a session high. Okay, it's a very high probability area of liquidity when you pair that with your SMT. So I have my key level in SMT from the sweep of our London session high. Okay, now a lot of people know and understand that session highs are important areas of liquidity, right? But how do you know which ones are valid, and how do you know which, if you're not just going to trade through these areas of liquidity, like how do we know that we're not targeting PM session? How do we know that this is our manipulation? Well, A, if you pair it with an SMT, and of course you have your other internal confirmations that I'm going to go over later, you're going to understand that this is your manipulation, right? But on top of that, your true day open. A lot of people ignore the true day open. The true day open is super important because it's a time-based premium, or it's an indicator to identify your time-based premium and discount. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, a time-based premium is price above the true day open. Price-based discount is price beneath your true day open, right? Because what we're doing here is we're creating a daily candle. The true day open is just your New York midnight open, and anything above this in the premium area is the top wick of our daily candle, and anything beneath our true day open is the bottom wick of your daily candle. Okay? So why is that important? Well, if you're trading pre-market or you're trading New York AM session, there's still a lot of hours left in the daily candle, right? And it's not like you're trying to catch the whole expansion of the daily candle, or you're not trying to identify the draw. But what you can use this true day open for is, in this case, we're identifying our key level in SMT that we swept out. This manipulation occurred above the true day open. So we've manipulated into a time-based premium, and we have our key level in SMT, and that occurred above our true day open, and we have our session liquidity resting beneath our true day open and a time-based discount. Okay, so you see time-based premium to discount, manipulating into a time-based premium, meaning that this is an optimal point for a rebalance as well. I mean, if you check out the charts, we were pretty overextended here. Daily candle opened, retraced, and you can continue. You can catch your key level SMT, identify the top of your daily candle pretty much, or your 4 hourly candle, whatever you're trading, and you can target the resting session liquidity that you have in your discount. Okay, so this is another way to identify. A lot of times you have SMTs on both sides of the market. Like you might have something like this, like an SMT like that. Why do I know that this is valid? Apart from the sweep of session liquidity, we're above True Day Open. We're in a time-based premium. I'm much more keen to take price at or much more keen to take shorts in a premium compared to longing in an overextended range. So this True Day Open, while it's super simple to understand, it gives you a lot of insight into where we are in terms of a premium or discounted price leg. Okay, so once you identify, oh, I accidentally removed my key level here. Just put that back. Hello. Here we go. Okay, so we have our sweep of our session liquidity, and then we have our change in state of delivery. Okay, so we've swept out our session high, key level, and SMT. We had our change in state of delivery. This occurred above our True Day Open. We're targeting resting sell side liquidity beneath our True Day Open. Premium, time-based premium to time-based discount. Super simple, okay? So pretty much to sum everything up super quickly, this indicator gives you your draws on liquidity. It can tell you if you're in a premium or a discount area of price, and it can help you identify where you're manipulating. Okay? Manipulating using your session levels, targeting your session levels, determining which side of the market to target with your premium or discount of your True Day Open. Now, of course, it's not going to be 100%. I'm not trying to claim that it is, but it's going to increase the probability of your trade. Rather than just, taking a sweep of a Asia high or a London high every single time, if that sweep occurs above a premium, of course, if you have the resting sell side, it's going to be a much more probable trade than if we swept price in a premium, right? If we're trading in an overextended time-based premium, and we don't have any resting sell side beneath our manipulation, right? And on top of this, what your ICD kills on the pivots indicator tells you is once you see these draws on liquidity get hit, that's also a really good indicator that price action might not be great. Okay, and I'm not saying that these are the only targets for your draw on liquidity in the market. There's other internal levels you can use. You can use fair value gaps, just swing highs and lows. But once you see these targets hit, a lot of the time you're going to face chop. Okay, so like for me personally, after this trade, my London highs and my Asia highs and my London lows and my Asia lows have been taken out. To me, this screams kind of choppy price action. For me, I'm going to sit out of the next, what the following price action that's to come because I don't really have a anticipated area for the market to target, right? And as you can see, we didn't really do anything. We accumulated because all of our session liquidity had been taken for the day. And also Forex doesn't really do too well PM session, but use these indicators to identify what type of price action you're going to be facing. And this can go the other way as well. You can identify, well, are we going to take out these session highs? We've left them from the previous day. Maybe not. That just tells us we're in a very bearish market structure. Okay? Same here. This is actually an instance where, again, I don't know if there's an SMT here, but this would be a good target for the high. But if we see all of these highs being left behind, this just shows bearish market structure. Okay? But yeah, that's pretty much the easiest way to use this indicator. Only indicator I use in my trading. Completely simplifies the process for identifying a take profit and my premiums and discounts and where I want to short and long and when I want to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Again, if you guys are interested in joining the Discord or even my private mentorship, you can join the community and inquire or message me for any inquiries. And that is going to wrap up this video. So I hope you all have a good weekend. It's Saturday when I'm uploading this, and I will catch you for the next video. Take care.